Вот я здесь чуть неправильно сделал.
Что неправильно делал?
Вот так вот. Hello everybody, yeah boy. Hey guys, join the live stream, waiting for you to join, more people to join, and we are starting. Where are you, Mr. Sergey? I'm behind the camera now, but now you will see me, and not only, also you will see Catherine. Actually, here already she is, dudes. Not Liana at this time, Catherine, Katya, Katren, Katerina, Ekaterina, or just simply Katya. Ethan Todds, she says всем привет, hi to all. Look, there's kayakers, and I've been the kayaker too. Here is in this barge located the sports section of the School of Olympic Reserve. And when I was like 12, 13, 14 years old, I also like spent all my childhood here in the backwaters of White River, Bele River. This is White River. I hope it's not a problem that I say White River, because it's just the name of the river, like official name, Bele Reka, White River. Catherine, she don't have boyfriend. She has a husband. She has a husband and two kids actually. Roman, older one, and Polina, daughter. How old is she now? 11. Roman, 11 years old. And almost 5, Polina. Also, Catherine, you know, she is a yoga trainer, and vegan. Already since 2011, с 11 года, да? Since 2011, she practices yoga all the time. And she's a trainer since 2013. Look at her. She's in a great shape all the time because she is into yoga practice all the time. And here with us also now Max, the dog. Hey, dog.
Зрители есть, кто йогой занимается?
By the way, Catherine, she's interested if around my viewers, my subscribers, there's the guys who are into yoga. Backwaters. This is actually my motherland. This is the neighborhoods on the how to say outskirts of Oufa, where I was born and where I lived like until 20 years old. Дрюски-брюски, goodbye. Look at that house on a water, which is now on a shore of the river. It's nice to see Katya again. So people say that it's nice to see you again. Yeah, I remember I filmed her in one of my videos, and she even used to show like her yoga exercises. You all have to remember her. Now we're just gonna walk in frames of this live stream, and we'll showing our motherlands, like a real motherlands. Look, if you will see the White River, I hope it's not a problem. I say White River, okay? Белая река, it's a backwaters of it. So the water, because of this, almost not moving here. It's always pretty quiet, pretty beautiful. This is a river tractor. You know, here is such it's a kind of ships that carry such a barges, which are which they fill in with, let's say, a sand. So, like they taking the sand from the bottom of the river and carry this, or gravel or something like that. So they are taking, and as I told you, here is the barge where is the school of Olympic Reserve in Oufa for kayakers. I was into kayaking too. It's a nice place for fishing. It's a nice place for boating. I remember that yet some years ago here was the so-called boat station, just a wooden boat station. You could pay just some money and rent the boat and swim in it and jump from it to the water. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Zaton backwaters.
Комары съели здесь.
Мгм.
В Америке есть комары?
Конечно. Ну, идем сюда, идем сюда. Сейчас нас снимем. So here I am. This is me. Yeah, I'm too tall. I'm actually not sure how I'm in feet and inches, but it's 189 centimeters, and Katya is not that tall. Okay, let's little by little start walking. Katya and me and the dog.
Иди сюда.
The stadium. Это стадион, где занимается твой сын Роман.
Да. Он занимается футболом.
Her son Roman, he is into football, and actually that's where he's coming for trainings, football trainings. Oh yeah, Max probably saw another dog. Okay, I'm 6 foot 2 inches.
Нельзя, Лайма? Ну ладно, Максу можно, но Макс сейчас голову потеряет. Лайма, иди ко мне.
Lima and Max.
Макс очень общительный.
Max are very communicable. Such a stadium. It's actually not a stadium, it's more like just a football area. We better go from here. A lot of mosquitoes.
Очень много комаров.
Yeah, it's too much of frigging mosquitoes. So your son started as a goalkeeper, right?
Он был как вратарем, так и нападающим.
At first he was
А так нет.
as a goalkeeper, as forward, but then, но потом,
Ну, так он и остался, и так играет, по-разному.
okay,
То есть он навыки свои тренирует.
but okay, and he still, she said he's still training his skills as a goalkeeper, as a forward, because the coach still never decided where he will be better.
Я здесь, кстати, катаюсь на велике.
By the way, she said that she's riding the bicycle here, because here is the bike road.
Здесь очень красивые дорожки велосипедные.
Because here they made the bicycle lane, which is pretty long. Actually, they're inside of the woods, that little forest. I mean, loved it so much, as much as she decided to buy the one too. Yeah, you know, Victoria, she has one in St. Petersburg, and that's absolutely awesome. She all the time, when it's already like April, May, she all the time goes to the school on the electric scooter, and actually many school boys coming to the school on the electric scooter, and they even have their some kind of like parking for the electric scooters. Here is also something like how to say, the sports area. Let's go there. A kinda old one, but still, it's interesting how this asphalt is still the same as when I was a boy. Этот асфальт все тот же самый, даже когда я здесь был еще маленьким. Whoa, 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 whoa. No worries, no worries. Yes, she has a tattoo on her neck. На шее у тебя тату, да? Что это означает? What does it mean?
Это главный символ в йоге. Ом.
It's Om, the main symbol in yoga.
Маха мантра.
Maha mantra. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool how this is still the same asphalt which used to be when I was a little boy. So it's like already for maybe 30 years.
Ты всяко забирался вот туда
Конечно,
в детстве?
конечно. Так он же раньше стоял возле этого, в Урушке стоял.
Точно.
Его сюда перенесли. Потом вот сейчас на месте, там, где он стоял, как раз сейчас построили дом, где у меня живут родители.
Я тоже забирался.
The guys are playing basketball. This is actually part of that bicycle lane, but they are constructed a completely new bicycle lane, which is cool. Here is such a construction from my childhood. I remember that when I was a boy, I used spending a lot of time on this how to say, on this construction. Hey. Okay, such a construction. Those who just joined, let me tell you, this is Katya, my cousin, and also yoga trainer. And we are now showing our Motherland neighborhood, Zaton Backwaters. Yeah, boy. Yeah. The neighborhood of childhood. Yeah, beautiful Katya. They are riding. Thanks, she said.
Мы пойдем сегодня, где ты учился?
Да? Только в какую из трех?
Ты прям почему спускаешь?
Ну, да.
Я помню 4-ю, 128-ю.
Долгая история.
46-я мимо меня прошла, видимо.
Hey, look.
Кстати, купалась уже.
These are new residential buildings, and by the way, here is where Igor now lives together with his mom, because he himself purchased the apartments, which is turned to be like frozen developments, and so his own apartment is now like already for 5 years staying without any movements. It's frozen, and so he actually forced to live with his mother. But you know, these buildings on the upper floors, it has an amazing views to the backwaters. Amazing views.
Через дом твоих родителей пойдем?
Да. So you swam already today? Уже купалась, говоришь, сегодня?
Да, я сегодня купалась.
Yes, I swam today.
Утром я
In the
занималась
morning.
йогой.
In the morning, I exercised yoga.
Потом я приготовила завтрак в прямом эфире.
Then I cooked breakfast. Also in a live stream and Instagram. She has a kind of popular blog on Instagram, special for those who are interested in yoga.
Да, на этой неделе у меня как раз проходит марафон по полезным завтракам. Всю неделю я готовлю
All this week long, there goes marathon about how to cook, how to say breakfast, which is going to be okay for your health.
Вот, и после этого,
And after that,
на озеро,
I went to the lake,
которое в 5 минутах от моего дома.
which is in 5 minutes from my house.
Ты его всяко знаешь, Михайловку.
Как она называется, Ломоносовская?
А нет, Ольховая.
Ольховая, точно.
И там, кстати, более-менее так облагородили, площадку сделали, заезд. То есть там подъедешь к самому озеру на машине. Что тут более-менее сделали? Понтон. Есть где понырять. Там была семейная пара рыбаков и я. То есть все, утром там вообще
Okay.
тишина, красота.
So in the morning there was a family pair of fishermen. I remember that there was, yeah, like an old man, an old woman. Давай вот так пройдем. Look, here is still such a water pipe.
Колонка!
It's a free water. And actually it's clean.
Показать, как она работает?
Да, давай. Water pump.
Да, люди ходят за водой. Вот,
Yeah, still people are coming here for a water. Okay, enough.
вода.
Yes, it's okay for drinking, absolutely. Here in this old neighborhood, still many old buildings. You see like many new buildings. That one, you know, and that's also the building where my mom lives. Look, that's 10-story building. That's where my mom lives. But here is this old 2-storied wooden buildings like this one. You see?
Знаешь, да, что
Present and past. But people still live here.
что музыкальную школу снесли новую.
Я
там
знаю, да,
построили.
я видел.
А видел новую?
Офигенная, да.
Ага, такая.
It's a wooden barracks. And look, a year ago I already used to show you my neighborhood, but in another format, in a format of regular videos. And here was still alive, a kindergarten, a wooden kindergarten. Now it's completely run down. Look, just yet a year ago, yeah, it was like completely abandoned, but it was here. Now it's run down. It's run down. And also there, in a neighbor building, there was the music school. Now it's also completely demolished, and they are constructed a new, absolutely new, wonderful music school. And I will show it if you will continue following for this walk today. You will see a new building. So it's not bad actually. They are demolished, an old wooden building, but constructed way better new one. And I like that that new music school was from the very beginning constructed as the music school. You see, here was the music school. And look there behind, on a shore of the river, there was the factory where they were making the ships. The ships, where they constructed the ships and where they are repaired the ships. Tongsley.
Весь район вдоль реки.
Actually, the whole neighborhood, she said, across the river. Tongsley, thanks so much. Thanks, Sergey. Keep up the good work. You guys don't forget that you can send super chats. This way, your messages are getting highlighted. It's the first thing. The second thing that I always read such a messages because I always see them. Like about 70% of messages I don't see because I'm busy. I'm busy filming. I'm busy talking. But the super chat messages I see. And the third thing that super chats helps to keep these videos going. Yes, and by the way, Backwaters, it is along the river because that's how it was actually, how to say, organized. That's how it was organized. It's like neighborhood for those who used to work for a river ship, of the White River. So if you remember, I used to show the live stream with my parents, and I used to told you that my father was the captain of a passenger of a постой тут, of a passenger cruise ship, and my mom also worked there, and my grandmother. So that's for whom it was created. And look, it's interesting, but by the irony of fate, look, you see such a two-storied barrack. Exactly here was the barrack about like this. It was here. Then it was demolished, and we moved to another house, 9 stories, awesome building. And like 20 years after, my parents moved again to exactly the same place as where they lived, in a house like this, but already into the new building, which they developed on a place of where our old house was. Well, I lived in a house like this for the first 5 years of my life. I was 5 years when my parents, my family got a free apartment from the Soviet Union government in 1989. Back then, yeah, they were giving the apartments for free. We will see that building. Actually, that's almost same building as there. 9 storied, 7 hallways long building.
Ты во сколько переехал туда?
В 5 лет, в 89 году.
Ты помнишь, в общем?
Yep. Ну, вообще не очень, конечно. I need to show your face more, because they love beautiful faces of women, not mine. I'm already kind of ugly enough. All the time people are asking, show lady. So here is the lady, awesome lady, pretty fit lady. So now here is where my parents lives. This building here just for like 5 years, a new building. So my parents lives exactly in this hallway. And look, this is the River College. The River College, which educates the specialists in my father from balcony. I know he's now watching the live stream. My father. Yeah. And look, so this is the college, River College, where my father came to study, and that's how he met my mom. My mom wasn't studying in this college. She used to study in a medical college. But look, here was, and still, the concert hall. And my father also was playing in a band, in a college band. He was playing guitar and sang the songs, and they were giving the concerts. So at one of these concerts, my mom came, because look, this is actually a very provincial neighborhood. And here wasn't many things happen, so like even the concerts of just a college band is awesome. So that's how they met, fallen in love, and then got married. So at first here was only like those 2 stories wooden barracks. But this one, the first 9-floor panel, 7 hallways building. This was the first one. The second one is there. That's where my family got an apartment for free from the Soviet Union government. This is Akhmetov Street, like the central streets of my neighborhood. Да, сейчас пойдем. Только сначала еще хочу показать River College. That's the River College. Look, so my father studied here, and look, he lived in the next building, which is dormitory. And look at this wonderful mosaics. This is a pretty Soviet thing. Back then they loved. And look, it's really worth that because still now it looks awesome. And there's one more. And this is next to the building of the college. Here is a dormitory. That's where the guys, where the guys from another cities who study here live.
Популярная советская мозаика, да?
Да. И смотри, видишь, как за счет мозаики, как долго держится. Тут еще причем, так, знаешь, немножко, допустим, поработать, реставрировать. Вообще будет...
Все покоцано, смотрится как издалека.
Douchebag. Comrade Ronalds. Super chat message from Comrade Ronalds. From Cheapskate Ronalds. But it turned to be that you're actually not a cheapskate, Ronald. Actually, all these neighborhoods are consisted of just this one street, Central Street. Well, actually, many small streets here. But look, here is also shawarma place. Shawarma on a bus stop. That's the place for Ronald's cheap shawarma. But Catherine telling that she wouldn't eat here. But you don't eat food like this anyway. You don't eat meat. Ты не ешь мясо? She don't eat meat. Already for 9 years, she never meet even a small piece of meat.
Ну, вообще, я слежу за своим питанием.
And she really looking for her for her nutrition very much. She don't drink cola. She never eat French fries, hamburgers, and all this stuff. Ты вегетарианец?
Да?
Yes, she's a vegetarian. And what is your constant weight? Твой какой постоянный вес?
50.
50 kilogram. 40, 49, 50, 51, about that. No more than that. And now let me show you my school. Давай к школе.
Мы не сможем пройти.
Ну, это не страшно. Не страшно.
Новая остановка, кстати, сделана.
Я уже, да, показывал. Сейчас покажем еще раз.
В этой школе мы даже вдвоем успели
Yeah.
учиться полгода.
We used to study here. Catherine just the one. Even though we born in the same year in 1984, but you know, I was born in April. She was born in October. So that's why we studied here. But she was younger, one class younger than me. Because look, those guys who are getting born after in September and after September, they are like goes to school next year. When people, even if they are like 7 years old, kids getting 7 years old, it's a really small school. Now it's already not a school. They are constructed the new one. You see, there's the new one, way bigger school, and this they turned into the like a palace of creativity for children. Давай покажем. Let's show the new school. So this is an old school, pretty small one, only 2 stories. This is already like 100 something years old, 100 plus years old. I studied here when it was a school, now it turned into the center for children creativity. And we started here with Catherine. Because of freaking coronavirus, the entrance on the territory of schools now prohibited. Freaking coronavirus. Ты на что смотришь? Ты на что смотришь? Ah. Okay, so she makes her vlogging job too now. She films a part of this walk and now uploads on her Instagram stories. Okay, Comrade Ronald will be here July 15, pretty soon, which is great. So this is the new building of the school. So little by little, but these neighborhoods getting developed. They demolish an old buildings, but construct the new buildings. Look, they stopped it. They stopped this building as the school, but constructed way bigger school instead.
Сейчас в той школе, где мы с тобой учились, там разные детские кружки. Туда
Я
можно
это
ходить.
сказал.
А,
Да, я сказал то, что это центр детского творчества.
да.
The new developments. I remember there used to be the garage of my parents. So here it is, the school. Rahim Eteges. Добро пожаловать. Welcome. In Bashkir language, Rahim Eteges. Come on. Come on. So come on, come on. Come on, come on. Please, please me. Oh, yeah.
Самое такое время для прогулочек по райончику с мамой, с детьми.
The best time for walking through the neighborhoods, many
Самое
kids.
популярное время для
It's the most popular time now, and also it's not that hot. Это не так жарко еще. Yeah, because now these days it's as hot as yeah, people already started swimming in the rivers and the lakes.
Расскажем про кладбище, которое есть,
Да.
где мы с тобой гуляли, и как нас потом наругали.
Here is also behind these buildings there's a local old, already closed long ago graveyards, and we used to walk there. Но туда уже не пойдем, конечно, потому что далековато получится. And by the way, there's buried my and actually yours grandfather. Там, получается, мой дед, получается, хоронен.
Да, точно.
Это, получается, бабкин, это муж.
Слушай, а бабушка где?
На Южном же. The sun is shining so bright. Even now it's almost 10 p.m. No, almost 9 p.m. It's 8:43 now.
Какая большая площадка, такая спортивная, школьная.
Ага.
Площадка большая.
Сейчас покажу. This is the backyard of the school. Also huge soccer field.
Как тебе мой пес?
Шикарен. Шикарен. Но я не рискую никаких сейчас животных заводить сам.
Ой, не надо, не звони. Я сама вот подписалась. Расхлебываю.
Ой-ой-ой-ой, извините. I now accidentally kick the dog. Okay. But actually, I never kicked her that much.
Он называется с моей кошкой, с моей свинкой.
He's pretty kind. He is living in a friendship with her cat. She also has a cat. And look, this is a private sector. Here you can find many blocks with a private residential building. People have their own wooden houses. Yes, I kicked the doggy, but accidentally. Because, you know, I film and I'm not looking under the legs. Давай сюда.
Давай, пойдем.
Потому что это очень важно. And look, this is the it's a boiler. It's a boiler place.
Ты показывал шоколадки?
Ну да.
Рассказывал, почему они шоколадки?
This is the boiler place. That's where they boil the water for all these neighborhoods. And also in the same building here is located the departments of the police, local police departments located here.
Идем покажем легендарный балкон.
Сейчас.
Который связан с такой историей.
So here is the police department. And in that part, there's the boiler. They boil the water, provide the hot water for all these districts. Playground for the kids. Погнали. Да, давай. So, and that's the building, 9-storied panel, 7-hallway building. This is where I lived most of my life so far. I lived here until like 21 or something. And that's where my family got a free apartment, which is even still now considered like an awesome apartment because it was almost 100 square meters. About like 1,000 square feet. Oh, this is my neighbor, my former neighbor. Also Sergey. Здорово, чувак. Как поживаешь?
Здесь меня на видеокамеру снимает.
Это просто live. You know, he lives at the 6th floor, and I used to live exactly the same apartment, but on the 3rd floor. Still living here. Но я сейчас просто снимаю этот небольшой репортаж. Вот. Сейчас у меня родители переехали, вот где этот 273-й, а я сейчас в Петербурге. В Петербург переехал. Но сейчас приехал пока на лето. Ну.
Я видел там твой репортаж.
Ну вот сейчас маленько снимаю. Ладно, пока пойдем, потому что лайв. Давай.
Где мне тебя смотреть?
Ну, YouTube. Набери там Real Russia. Real Россия. На английском. Типа настоящая Россия. Okay, so this is the first hallway. The first hallway. It's the building constructed in 1989. And look, here was 5-room apartments. And still is. But now we sold these apartments. 5-room apartments. So this is the first balcony. Here is the kitchen. Here is the first room. Here is the big room. It's another balcony. It's a legendary balcony where we were spending lots of time with Katya. This one, long balcony. And this room, that room, and even one more room there. So it was a huge apartment. I mean, like for those days it was huge, 100 square meters. Well, now my apartment.
Же комната была или нет?
Сначала вот здесь моя комната была,
Ага.
потом вот там.
Да, точно.
Now here is a shoe store. on the first floor.
Расскажем про проделки наши.
Yeah, I remember we were hanging out long times here on this balcony. And look, sometimes we were pouring the water on the heads of pedestrians.
Нам тогда казалось, что это дико забавно вообще.
She said, back then we felt like it's absolutely funny.
Я только потом поняла, когда
But
уже
only then
взрослела.
I realized it when I got older
Ну, ужасно.
that how terrible it was.
Идет человек, вдруг ему
The person goes and suddenly on his head there's the water, pouring the water.
очень стыдно перед этими людьми.
I still now I feel pretty shameful before these people.
И как один раз нам попало, когда кто-то нас вычислил,
Да.
боялся.
And yeah, once we've got a problem when one of such a pedestrians, after all, then have found that it was we are, and came to complain to our parents, and then parents fucked up us.
Тогда нам показали, что это не смешно.
Yes, and then we realized that actually it's not that funny.
А еще я помню, как мы из окна видели, как вы, по-моему, на спор, да?
This also was it is also the window from my apartment, so it's really big one. You know, it goes from here, all this place, and also behind the corner. 100 square meters, 1,000 square feet for free from the Soviet government. Wow, the trees became as big as, you see they cut them now. Just for like, how many? For 30 years. Yes, and what's the story you wanted to tell? Какую историю ты хотел рассказать?
Как мы из окна видели, как ты на спор, по-моему, насколько я помню, лег прямо посередине этой улицы, вот этой, ну, достаточно оживленной улицы.
And
Как мы с каким ужасом вообще ты смотрели.
and she now recalled this story, absolutely crazy story,
Это случайно,
how
это случайно было,
absolutely
случайно
accidentally,
Я
she
и твоя мама.
she and my mom, they were looking from that from this window into the roads, and in this moment, because of some kind of arguments, just like on arguments, I laid down right in the center of this roads. Джефф Смит, Владимир Петличный. Нет, я тебя не отключал. Я вижу твой комментарий. Джефф Смит. Привет to Katya from Jeff and Lucy. Thank you so much, dudes. You guys don't forget about super chats. So I was laying right on this road, and imagine how shocked they were. They were in a freaking shock, like me, lying right on the center of this road. Whoa. Whoa. That's scary. That's scary. И вообще, но тем не менее, как бы у нас родители не такие боязливые, как мы. Вот представь, ты и я, мы на балконе, стоя на скейте, катались туда-сюда. Сейчас бы мы, перевернется же. Мы бы сейчас хрен дали бы.
Да, вообще нам, кстати, достаточно много свободы давали.
Мгм.
Я еще, знаешь, недавно вспоминала, как мы с тобой играли на шахматах. То есть сейчас вот я так переживаю за Рому, что он там играет в PlayStation, постоянно с ним.
Yeah. Now we just realized, and Katya agree with me, that we are now way more pussy parents than our parents were. Because let's say back then, when we were spending hours and hours on that balcony, we were staying on a skateboard and was rolling back and forth and on that balcony. But now, if our children would do this, we would never allow them. Besides that, we all the time played dandy, like all night longs. In a moment when now we really care when our children playing too much of PlayStation. But even those we ourselves was like from this point of view way worse and way more free kids. We are now way more pussy parents. We don't give now that much freedom to our kids. Вот я рассказал историю. Yeah, she said we were not that limited. We're giving a lot of freedom. Look, this is hairdressing salon. You know, this neighborhood is not that hipster enough, so here is no barber shops, but here is hairdressing salons. And not as expensive as frigging barber shops. Да, уж сейчас мы трясемся, да? Our parents were not shaking that much for us. Yeah. Так, отойдем. Look how this mofa riding inside of the yard. Damn it.
Мы гуляли здесь, и никто не знал, никаких навигаторов не было, никаких часов, телефонов.
Yes, Katya said that also now our kids, they have the mobile phones for connection, like to all the time to be connected. Apple Watches or something like that with a GPS tracker. But back then, we were like walking like all day long, and nobody knew where exactly we are. Yes, in search of adventures. John Tomoso, thank you very much. This is the next school, which is made in a typical project of 1960s. I also studied here. I actually studied in 3 schools in this neighborhood, because from 2 of them I was kicked off for a clown behavior. So it's like I wasn't how to say, a bad guy, but I left joking around, and my jokes was too much. So this is a typical project of 1960s. Even my mom studied here. Yet my mom studied here. Look, a typical project. Three-storied school. 3-storied typical 1960s school. Yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Сегодня весь день спрашивают, где я купалась утром. Хотят на озера, на реки.
Let's keep walking. Dude, oh, do that, come on. I think we'll get to the bridge, pedestrian bridge. Yes, we loved climb on it in the childhood. And look at the cars. А, да, я помню. Да, еще Элена, ребята. А в прошлом году я, считаю, встретился с чуваком из Элена, ребят. Как дураки скупали, чтобы попались нам те, которых наклейки, которых не было у нас. It's Akhmetov Street once again, the central street of Zaton, Backwaters. The bus, and look, that's how they attract the driver's attention. This is a mock-up of the kid, of the schoolboy, right next to the road. Come on. А сколько? Нет, сколько? 20 рублей? 30? 25 rubles. She said 25 rubles now need to pay in a bus, no matter where you go. 25, it's actually like 40 cents. Это даже меньше, потому что сейчас доллар там почти, грубо говоря, 70. Вот. Ты все не можешь привыкнуть. No video? How it is now? How it is now, dudes? Damn. Надо, короче, что-то... Сейчас картинки не было. Надо вернуться ненадолго. Okay, it's got back. Okay, once again then. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what sometimes happens. Now it's okay. Okay, let me show you once again. Well, this is a local bus. And once again, this is the central street of my neighborhood, my Motherland neighborhood, Zaton. There is still like an old blocks of 2-storied wooden brick barracks. The central street. And look how they attract an attention of drivers. Here is a mock-up of a boy, a school boy, right next to the road, because it's staying right in front of the school. So all the time kids here cross the road. Catherine met some friends. Catherine, yoga trainer big time. Meanwhile, she's talking. Let me once again show you the school. Typical 1960s project. Even my mom studied here. Here is still an old blocks, but little by little they demolished them all too. Neighbors.
Здесь уже на райончике обзаводишься каким-то кругом общения, с кем ты гуляешь, с детьми, кого ты знаешь по магазинам, в новом районе.
Mm-hmm.
Здесь я обычно езжу на ветру.
Usually she ride the bicycle here.
Дома, куда мы дойдем.
Actually, it's interesting, but Catherine also still live in this neighborhood, but in a new building. She lived for some time in another district, in a city center, but now moved here. Already 5 years living here again. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь. Легендарная надпись исчезла. There was for many years, for 20 years, the legendary sign caption Kino, Soy, Kino, Soy is alive. Now, not anymore. Okay, and this is the bridge we enjoyed so much when we were kids. We were climbing on it all the time, and we're looking at the traffic. She loved coming here
Потому что когда ты маленький, этот мост кажется таким большим.
because when you were small, this bridge seemed so big. She said. Well, in the very beginning of live stream, Katya already told that the symbol which means Om, this is the main symbol in yoga. This is 13-storied building, so late Soviet Union building. The bridge 20 years later. Katya on the bridge, on Zaton bridge. And there's a kindergarten, an old kindergarten, where my mom working. She's still working there. Пошли в садик, зацепим. Some people just joined the live stream and they are asking, what is this? It's Om symbol, because Katya is a yoga trainer, certified certified. You went to Moscow to get a certification, right?
Между прочим, Международный йога-альянс тоже.
Yeah. International Yoga Alliance.
Я в реестре.
She is in the registry of instructors.
Йога-альянс.
Okay, so, you know, the kindergarten is as old as now. They are reconstructing this. Look. You see the reconstruction works goes. They installed plastic windows there and all this stuff. The area for kids. And kindergarten itself. Yes, she's vegetarian big time.
Недавно только проводила онлайн-курс,
Not long ago, she was making an online course
где мы 3 дня
where for 3 weeks with girls, she
были на растительном питании.
she was on a plant, like how to say, like green nutrition.
Такой необычный опыт был для всех участниц. То есть,
It was unusual experience for all the participants.
да, и они высказывали беспокойство сначала.
And at first they expressed worriness about how it will be, what will we eat if not a meat.
Они боялись, что они не
They were afraid that they will not bear this even for 2 days.
на самом деле всем понравилось,
But in real, everybody loved it.
все почувствовали легкость.
Everybody started to feel like an ease. Yeah,
Открыли для себя много
opened
продуктов.
many products for themselves. Yeah, it's like, you know, like recently, like about a year ago in St. Petersburg, I've been to one vegetarian cafe, and my viewers have to remember this. It's a vegetarian cafe on Marat Street, Marata Street, and there the dishes were as good as I never thought the vegetarian dishes can be that good. And there was even something like vegetarian steak. And that steak, it was hard to say this is not a meat, you know. Я говорю о том, что это как вот год назад, да, я вообще просто офигел, я не знал. I never knew that vegetarian food can be so frigging tasty.
Я недавно была в ресторане в Backwaters, и мне подали запеченный баклажан в виде стейка, то есть вот примерно такого размера, и внешне это было реально как будто это какой-то мясной стейк. Я даже еще не поняла, думаю, вы, может, блюдо перепутали? А у них такая подача. Овощи гриль, но выглядит как будто бы это стейк.
Yeah, also in Dasko Garden, it's such a restaurant in Oufa. Not long ago, she ordered vegetable steak, which is also seemed to her like at first she wasn't even sure if it's not a mistake. It looked like a meat steak, but it wasn't. Yeah, so vegetarian food can be good actually.
Ну, вегетарианская еда тоже может быть вкусной, на самом деле.
Yes, vegetarian food can be tasty. I know this myself now.
У нас есть один ресторан, относительно новый, когда его открыли, называется «Огонь».
We have a restaurant which is called Огонь, the fire, in Oufa. And it's
Нравится тем, что у него
it's famous that they're
необычные печи,
unusual ovens for stoves
приготовление мяса,
for to cook meat,
как в Тиме, да, как
smoky, to smoke meat.
И в то же время, несмотря
And
на то,
in the
что
same
это
time, even though it's a meat restaurant,
очень крутое вегетарианское меню.
there's an amazing, a cool vegetarian menu. And for me, it's very important because
Далеко не в каждом
because far nuts in every restaurant I can eat.
В некоторых ресторанах
In
я
some
максимум
restaurants,
могу взять
maximum I can take
салат по-гречески.
Greek salad,
Всё.
and that's it. Look, I told you that these old blocks in Zaton, in these neighborhoods, little by little they demolish them. For example, here, right from here to there, here was like maybe like 7 more buildings like this. Now it's demolished, and this is an area which they will getting ready for a new developments. And look, that's a local market, Zarechny. It's like behind the river market.
Главная торговая точка.
Yes, it's like the main marketplace of Zaton. It's like a mix of an old style market, you know, when like people are staying next to the house, to how to say, like the tables, you know, and it's like a complex where you go inside and there's like such trading areas.
Я помню с детства этот стакан.
And that's the police glass, what we call police glass. So they patrol the neighborhoods, and they bring the motherfuckers there. Let's visit. But look, now they develop the new marketplaces. But I don't like it actually. Here used to be just like an area before the park, so it was more like a public space. Now it is here is just they developed these boxes, you know, where they made more of like small mall. But here used to be the movie theater, awesome movie theater. Yeah, it's like Soviet style movie theater, but still. А? Да, там покажем рыночек.
Там все закрыто, скорее всего.
Я знаю, но так покажем.
Днем на овощном базаре.
Тут раньше кнопку надо было нажимать.
Так ее и сейчас надо нажимать. А, я думаю, они нажали.
Да, по-любому. Вот Eternal Cafe, Neptune. This cafe was here yet since the Soviet days, and it's still here. Neptune Cafe. Neptune because here is the river, like thematics. So maybe that's why I'm in St. Petersburg now.
Здесь все в речной теме.
Yeah, maybe now I'm in St. Petersburg now because even living here, I was close to the marine. I mean, like river thematics. Well, St. Petersburg more about the sea, but you need to grow. This is parking for those who are coming to these markets.
Здесь днем невозможно припарковаться.
It's hard to park by day, she said. Look, you know, here is even swimming pool, photocopy, copy center, fill in of your printer cartridges. What else? Let's see what's here. Megaphone, an office of Megaphone, one of 3 biggest operators of Russia. Megaphone, MTS, and Beeline. Кубышка. loans until the payday. It's like micro loans. Look, I told you this is the mix of an old school market and like a new market when you're getting inside and there's like just more normal market, how to say. Я нет, возьми. Нет, пока нет. Позже. This is... Давай после пока. This is Связной. It's one of the biggest brands of the stores which sell the phones, mobile phones, mobile techniques, pizzeria and bakery. Hey Max, Katya wants to drink water, and meanwhile I'm staying with Max. So come on. Okay, there's a new shit. It's a Max pulling the camera. Whoa. Аптека. It's a drugstore. Apteka Plus. And this is pawn shop and jewelry store. 585 gold. Yeah, I'm not gonna kick his ass off anymore. Russia is full of drugstores. Yes, it's like pharmacies. You know, when I've been to the United States, I saw that the difference between pharmacy in Russia and pharmacy in the United States is that here pharmacy means just drugstore and drugstore only. We actually almost don't have here the stores, which is like and the store and like grocery store and a drugstore in the same time. No, drugstore or pharmacy, it's a pharmacy. It's like from pharmaceutics. Freaking bikers. О. Нет. Tea without sugar. She's got. Я позже, вот... I'm just turned to be a fucking hipster. I need a coffee from coffee shop. You see? But she don't drink coffee. This is Beeline office. And look, they still sell MP3 and DVD here. That's absolutely insane, but it is. It's like on Brighton Beach in New York. Мир электроники, the world of electronics. Different electric things, electronic components, cables, instruments, batteries, TV remote controllers, stuff like that. The car accessories, portable radio stations, stuff like that. Another drugstore. Vita Express. Come on. It's households. The store, which is called Thousand Little Things. Thousand Little Things. Different household things. This is Lukoil gas station. I mean petroleum station. Lukoil, it's one of the biggest oil companies in Russia. Lukoil. Now it's closed. Temporary. Because you see that track, it is filling in the tanks. It is filling in the tanks, and while they fill in the tanks with more of petroleum, it's closed. And look, often you're asking me about the prices. So here now you can see absolutely actual prices. Euro 95 5-octane petroleum, 46 rubles. Ecto 95 octane, 46.53. Now you just can check how much it is in dollars, and it's for a liter. Ecto 92, 43.42, and the most expensive is diesel fuel. Actually, 48 rubles. 48 rubles. Check out how much it is. It's less than $1, and it's per liter. If you want to get a price for a gallon, you need to multiply on 3.8. 3.8. Because there's 3.8 liters in 1 gallon. And that's how is the petroleum pumps looks like. You're coming to the pump, and you're selecting which exactly petroleum you need. It's interesting. I remember that for most of time in Russia, diesel fuel was like the most was the cheapest. Now it's the most expensive. I'm not sure why is that, but now diesel fuel is way more expensive than petrol.
Ты про заправку рассказываешь?
Да.
У меня сейчас машина на газу. Я очень довольна.
But you know, Katya, she has her car on a gas, and she is very glad about it because gas way more, like twice cheaper.
Потому что двигатель 2.4, если бы я заправлялась на бензине, я не знаю, сколько денег у меня бы уходило. А на газу получается очень.
Нам надо перейти дорогу, потому да. And here is our local park Volna, the Wave. Well, again, the river thematics, so that's why it's called the Wave. Volna. Memorials. Do you need the memorial? They are making memorial stones here, and here is a special clothes, camouflage. It's like the military clothes, uniforms, and just the uniforms for the workers. Here is a supermarket which is called Sabantuy. It's a Bashkir word, Sabantuy. She said this is amazing supermarket. Here is many. Here is many groceries for vegetarians, for those who are keeping dietetical rights, nutrition. There is a whole separate department for such a people. So often she's coming here. And look, this is UAZ Patriot. This Jeep, you see. Let's cross the roads and go to the park. Stop, stop. It's really scary, you know, such a road. And here is just a zebra. Here everybody must stop. But look at this douchebag. Another douchebag. So here, all the time, you really need to make sure, like check and recheck. Make sure twice or maybe 3 times that everybody stops. Because you see, there was 2 douchebags who was keep going. Local park. The Wave.
Мне очень нравится этот парк, особенно в последнее время.
She loves this park, she said. She loves this park big time.
В прошлом году его очень сильно облагородили.
Yes, it was reconstructed much last year.
Сейчас есть площадка для занятий спортом.
There is now the sports area and a big playground for kids, bicycle lanes.
И меня лично как
And personally for me, as for yoga,
который работает в
for the person who works in the fitness industry,
очень радует, что
it's pretty great
спортивная площадка
that the sports area is all the time full of people.
много людей,
Many people
которые занимаются.
who are into sports. Look, so the Wave. You see this anchor? It's river thematics. We are getting into the park.
Офис полиции, кстати.
Huh? Yeah, and again, same as in a Victory Park. You remember Victory Park? Here is also the police point. So the police officers all the time here tracking for.
И много очень камер сделали. То есть
And
парк
here's
стал, какой-то
and here is
безопасный.
also inside many cameras. So it's like really like
То
safe
есть
park.
здесь не страшно гулять
It's
ночью,
really not
потому
scary.
что всё подсвечено.
It's not scary to walk
И везде
here at night
камеры.
because look, everywhere is the lamppost with the lighting and a lot of cameras and the police around. It's pretty good. Local park full of trees. Awesome. Awesome. And look at that BTR military machine. Also, kids loves to climb on it, on that military machine. Wow, the scene! I never seen this scene yet.
Да, вот
This is a new scene. Here was for a long time. Here was abandoned scene, like really trashy, like Soviet Union scene.
вот только поставили.
But now they made a new
Да,
scene there.
гуляла, здесь их не было.
Awesome, you know.
А еще я провожу йогу здесь. Йогу
Also,
онлайн.
sometimes online she makes yoga here, right in the park. And look, this is nobody besides us. The caption here. This is actually dedicated to the glory of VDV. It's descent. It's descent soldiers. Descent. Air descent. VDV. VDV. Look, the new scene. Absolutely new scene they made here. Wow. Just this year, Katya said. Whoa. This park really upgraded big time. Look. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Awesome. Ну что, awesome, нет? Awesome.
Что это такое?
Ну, великолепно.
Да, мне здесь очень нравится.
Nice scene.
Вообще приятно, что в твоем районе есть место, где ты можешь.
It's pretty pleasant that in your neighborhood you have a place where you can ride bicycle, make or do
Есть
yoga.
где детям погулять.
Here is also the place for kids, so people have it where to walk and enjoy the
Очень
time.
красиво.
And all of this is beautiful.
Радостно за свой район.
So she feels happy for her neighborhood. Neighborhood.
Единственное, что мне пока еще не хватает
The only
здесь,
thing that she don't have enough
что мне
for a moment,
пока не нравится,
and what she don't like for a moment,
то, что нет
that here is
хорошего кафе.
no good cafe.
Здесь нет классных
Here is
каких-то кофеин, которые есть в центре города.
here is no good coffee shops. So that's why now you're drinking tea and I'm not drinking anything because you know I am just a freaking stupid half hipster, you know.
Нет кафешек таких вот, чтобы с детьми, допустим, пришел.
So also no cafe like for kids.
Этого здесь пока не
So
хватает.
here,
Да, спортивная площадка.
sport area.
Всегда ребята здесь и утром, вечером.
All the time people are here. Вот смотри, да, как сразу все оживает, когда по-человечески все делают, да.
Конечно, конечно. Ну вот, не знаю, мне очень приятно, что вот так вот облагородили. И
I said it's awesome how everything starts living right away, immediately, as soon as they make the stuff, as soon as people have what to do. So immediately, like it's like on the embankments, you know, it's like на набережной embankments. As soon as they did that frigging embankments, yeah. So lots of people all the time there. You know, I recently been there like 2 days ago. Jeff Smith, Sergey Stelyagi. Thank you very much for this super chat. Hey dudes, don't forget about super frigging chats. So you're making nauli these days? Nauli, it looks awesome, believe me.
показывать не буду,
Oh yeah, of course.
но это очень прикольная штука.
I didn't mean you to show it now because it's too sexy, but it looks awesome. Nauli. Hey guys, check out what is nauli. Nauli. Nauli looks awesome, and Katya can make it. Maybe you have it in your Instagram.
Дарвина Кэт.
Салам алейкум.
Hi. Здорово, чувак.
Ты русский?
Да.
Здорово.
Здорово, чувак.
Здорово. Давай. Хай. Bro, man.
Yo, dude, what's up, dude? So Darvina, да? D-A-R-V-I-N-A. It's like Darwin, Charles Darwin. Darvina,
Нижнее подчеркивание.
lower dash.
Кэт через И. Ну, как Е. Кэт.
It's K-E-T. K-E-T. Darvina. Where V, it's like V, not W. Darvina. Yes, she's by the way, has the same last name as Charles Darwin. Darvina. Darvina cat. So D-A-R-V-I-N-A lower dash K-E-T. And this is a huge playground for kids. Looks awesome. Looks like a kind of,
Новая площадка.
it looks like kind of autodrome.
И знаешь, что меня еще радует в этом парке?
One more thing that she loves about this park, that
Что его не превратили
they never turned it
сплошные аттракционы.
into like unstoppable
Потому
attractions.
что несколько лет назад была такая
Because
тенденция,
some years ago here was such a trend in our parks.
Ютуб снимаете?
Да,
А можно ваш канал?
Real Russia.
Real Russia — это канал для американских зрителей.
Да,
Тоже
да.
по-
Ну, сейчас, кстати, лайв идет.
Кстати, лайв, да. Так,
Yeah. The girls got interested. Real, да, Russia.
ну это понятно.
Wow. Your screen is
Даже
fucked
сразу,
up.
да. Как там?
Нет, все вот сразу, просто Real Russia.
Ну всё.
Нажми вот search, там будет прям лайв. Вот типа сейчас в эфире.
Вот. Ты прямо сейчас себя там нашли.
Welcome.
Да, что они превратили
So
парк
that's they
в
are,
сплошные
a
аттракционы.
little lovers of bloggers.
Маленькие блогеры.
Нет, маленькие любители блогов.
Блогов. Особенно, знаешь, они когда слышат, ты по-английски
Uh,
разговариваешь.
okay, so there was a trend that they turned the parks into just commercial areas with a lot of attractions, but here now it's a free. Also, it's important to see that it's free, right?
Да, то есть классно, что есть зона именно вот погулять, позаниматься спортом.
So it's great that here is the zones to walk, to exercise, and that is free. That is free. Not just attractions where you have actually pay like much money, you know.
Кстати, может быть, даже йогой здесь занимаются. Там вот по вечерам возле озера собираются йоги.
Okay, так. Do you guys now want to also see the most criminal back in my childhood block in this neighborhood? Do you want to see that? Погнали. Blair Cozella, it's great to see how friendly and courses people are all over there. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves in the park. Yes. People enjoying. Once again, let me tell you that it's awesome. It's awesome that as soon as the municipal authorities are making something in a real good way, it immediately turns into like a real public space. The space where people are coming because they want to come. And look, directions. It's such little things, but you know, they makes it. So you want to see the most criminal block? What used to be the most criminal block in this neighborhood? Now actually almost nothing is criminal in Russia. But my childhood was in 1990s when it was like a real hard times. Here is the lake.
Ты хочешь через весь парк пройти?
Нет, сейчас зайдем в квадрат. Это был самый криминальный блок в 90-х. The most criminal block, квадрат, Quadro. Not Art Quadro. Просто квадрат. У нас здесь давно уже свой квадрат был. Well, yesterday I used to show Art Quadro in the historical city center of Oufa, but here in Zaton we already for a long time ago had our own Quadro, not an art one, like a criminal Quadro.
На самом деле, в какой-то степени это еще присутствует.
Да нет, уже такого ярко выраженного нету,
Конечно, да, конечно, это все не так, но
потому что экономическая ситуация другая.
так или иначе, все равно есть определенная такая прослоечка населения.
Но они, видишь,
По
сейчас,
таким районам, ну,
но они, видишь, сейчас не в
выше.
большинстве.
Нет, конечно.
Вот,
это
то есть
всё
нет
тихо,
такого.
мирно так.
Плюс сейчас еще, видишь, все знают уже, все равно даже эти бакланы, всякие там полупокеры знают то, что все равно везде рядом полиция, камеры везде напичканы. Ну и вообще, то есть сейчас, допустим, много у кого денег, допустим, нет при себе, карточки там, Apple Pay всякие. Тот же Apple, ты по сути, ты не заберешь Apple.
Да. Уже такого нет. Слышь, чё? Деньги есть? А если найду?
Yeah. So we now will get inside of back in those days in my childhood, the most criminal block. And back then it was really scary. It was really scary to come here. But now, not anymore at all. Because now, well, first of all, the economical situation changed big time. And anyway, even like the stupidest criminals, slobs, they knows that everywhere the cameras, the police is around, and stuff like that. And also, like you see, the camera. It's only one of many cameras. Well, everybody knows that. Also, many people don't have cash. They have cards, and also it's actually impossible to steal an Apple iPhone. Because look, even if they will like force you to give a password, anyway, then you can force to block that phone. So Quadro, it's called Quadro because it is literally surrounded with the buildings with and really it's like a pretty brutal very late Soviet Union architecture here. It's like the middle of 1980s. So here is such a 5-storied buildings. Together with such a 9-storied buildings, such a brutal.
Так, комары тут.
Wow, here is freaking mosquitoes. Wow, mosquitoes. Stupid mosquito.
Макс, ко мне.
So this used to be frigging most criminal district in Zaton Backwaters. Hey, let's go back. And now it's nice.
Макс. Макс, ко мне.
Also, now it's changed just the entry price of the criminal. So now like nobody's gonna mug you for like several thousand rubles, which is like maybe like 20-30 bucks. But people usually don't wear more cash than several thousands. Everybody, even babushkas now have the bank cards, and even the stupidest criminals not gonna mug you for like only several thousand rubles.
Меня очень радует, что телефоны сделали такими, знаешь, которые как бы бесполезно воровать, получается, по большому
Что это у тебя? Надо вытереть здесь вайп.
Кровь?
Нет, остатки этого комара. Макс. Вот тут вот. Get it off.
Все искусали. О, собаки.
Yes, Katya marries and have 2 kids. Look, 2 dogs. And there can be a problem. 3 dogs. Whoa. Max too naive. Max too naive. And he started to go like friendly. But they never met him friendly enough. Look, this is the post office, local post office, 450017. It's zip code of this office, 450017.
Я, кстати, здесь
And as deck, it's
Часто посылки
express
забираю.
delivery.
с онлайн
She often receive the parcels here from her online purchases.
Кстати, если пройти, да, через вот эти дома, то мы выйдем опять-таки к стадиону, с которого мы начинали путешествие сегодняшнее.
Надо мне чуть вперед проходить.
Ага, чтобы я попадала тоже.
Да.
Давай, иди.
Потому что, видишь,
Давай.
ты по росту.
Смотри,
Так,
давай рядом,
если мы рядом будем идти,
видишь?
у тебя башка
Вот.
будет. Да.
Я не помещаюсь на целую голову у меня выше.
Yeah, boy.
О, наш поклонник.
Say yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. He says hi to everybody. This is a private sector, another private sector. And look, if we will go through these houses, we'll get to the stadium again from where we have started. Давай, давай.
Реал, как он?
Real Russia, my new subscriber. Давай, good luck. Yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Say yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. But you know, Catherine is not surprised me making these things. She saw even way crazier things. She saw even way crazier things from me. So you got used that I'm crazy? Ты привыкла, что я делаю сумасшедшие вещи?
О, я очень
Oh,
с детства так.
I got used to this very much since the very childhood. So it's hard to somehow to surprise Catherine with me being, how to say, being goofy. Look, private sector, in the same time, a new developments again. Private houses, cottages. For the reason I'm mostly a city boy, I all the time show the cities, and some of my viewers thinking that mostly Russians lives just in a multi-flats buildings, in the residential buildings, in anthills, but many people live in the houses as well. But the thing is, such a house is usually in the outskirts or outside of the city, in the suburbs, in the villages. Because yes, the city land is very expensive. Very freaking expensive.
Отсюда можно пройти.
Uh-huh. Но мы сначала, by the way, now we will go through the school, music school, the new music school. You remember in the beginning of live stream, I used to show you just the ruins left out of an old music school in these districts. And I told you they are constructed the new one. And now we will see the new music school. Look, the private houses. It's just the houses where only one family lives. And they have an internet, you see, Oufa net. So no problem. Whoa, somebody lives right next to the park. Good area. And only like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes until the historical city center. it seems like under construction yet. Or maybe he don't care about the outside part. And first off, working on inside part. Two-storied building, mansard. Look, mansard. And this is garage. Banya, bathhouse. Look, he has a bathhouse. And look, on the background, there's already a huge development of fucking anthills. I hate these anthills, actually. But that's the hand of Marcus. You wanted capitalism? Get it. Get it.
Хотела сказать, почему еще люблю Zaton.
I wanted to say one more thing why I love Backwaters, Zaton, this neighborhood.
Центр города и Zaton
The center of the center of the city and
соединяются
Backwaters,
мостом. То есть
they
надо
are-
проехать
they are-
через мост, чтобы попасть из центра в Zaton.
they are connected with the bridge. You need to go through the bridge to get from the historical city center of Oufa and to get to this district.
И получается очень здорово, что когда ты из центра едешь домой вечером,
And it's great when in the evening from the city you go at home, you're getting to that bridge,
перед тобой просто
And-
потрясающий закат.
and before you there's just amazing sunset.
То есть ты возвращаешься
So
домой,
you're getting back home through the bridge, through the river,
закат.
into the sunset.
Закат всегда разный, он такой
And
красивый.
the sunset is always different, so beautiful.
И это такой момент,
And
когда
this
у
is such a
тебя
moment
может
when
переключиться мозг от
when your brain can switch from all the matters, from all the
работы,
business,
то, что было в
work,
центре,
everything what was in the center of the city,
и ты приезжаешь,
and you're
и
coming
себя
here
расслабленно,
already relaxed, chilled big
за эту
time,
красоту.
because you went through the beauty.
Это такой очень маленький момент, но он мне очень
It's
нравится.
such a small moment, but it's important moment. She love another private block, private housing block. Some guys here have really expensive houses. Some are just simpler one, like one stories.
Здесь как-то висело объявление, что дом продается вот этот вот с башенками. Я тогда уточняла, сколько он стоит. Звонила. Просто ради интереса. 10 миллионов было.
Окей. Но это дешевле моей квартиры в Петербурге. Чуть-чуть.
Чуть-чуть.
Okay, I've got a super chat from Blair Kozella. Next round of coffee or tea for Sergey and Katya. Thank you very much. Тут вот нам заслали супер чатик. Сказали, что следующий чай и кофе для нас от Blair. Thank you, Blair. It's pretty important when you're supporting my live streams, because these live streams give you the real picture of Russia, as real as it never was before. Because look, now nobody will tell me that I am selecting the areas, I'm selecting what to show, I cut the stuff. No, you see just a simple neighborhood in the outskirts of the city of Oufa, which is just a provincial city. And I film without any cuts.
Кстати, справа больница.
This is a hospital. So yes, this neighborhood has even the hospital.
И там женская консультация, где я наблюдалась во время.
And also here is the, how to say, women consultation. I'm not sure how it's correctly called in English, but I'm just making the literal translation from Russian. And Ekaterina, when she was pregnant, they watched her here, like all the time. They were tracking her pregnancy. Thank you. Так. Yes, the hospital. And here is also the sports internat. I'm not sure how to say in English. It's probably will be same internat. It's a school internat. It's the school like a special school, a sports school where the students study, and here study only those ones who have a big achievements in sports. Big achievements in sports. So they study here just like in a normal school, but also here they are making focus on sports. Now we can see this, well, just like another school building. The yard is full of trees. But the thing is, actually, the school boys and school girls are living here, and they are stressing very much on sport. So it's a school internat, intern, how to say. Okay, so here it is, the school. An old, really old wooden school. Can you see now? Can you still see the picture, dudes?
Я, кстати, недавно увидела, давно здесь, ну, зимой я вообще здесь не гуляла.
Okay.
На рельсе. Я заметила, что какой-то
So dudes, an old wooden, really old wooden music school was turned down, and you saw that in the beginning of the live stream. We saw the ruins, but they are constructed the new one, absolutely new one, and bigger one, more comfortable, more beautiful. And what I like that it is projected as the music school from the very beginning. It's not like any kind of building adapted for a music school. Look, it's awesome. Awesome school. Yes, cleft sign. Music school for kids, number 9. Named after Iskuzhin. Iskuzhin, it's a local music artist in Bashkortostan. So it's like, it's not named after worldwide or Russian-wide great musician like Shostakovich or Rachmaninoff or Prokofiev, but here they gave the respect to a local artist. It's now closed because of, coronavirus, but little by little everything gets opened again.
Что у меня подписки явно твои с эфира.
Where are the people? I'm not sure. You really want to say that you never saw the people while I was walking through the whole district? Dudes, it's actually now already like 22 hours. It's 10 p.m. Вау, смотри, а там-то какой большой дом.
Да, он очень огромный.
Wow, and there's a huge...
Там подъезды с двух сторон.
They are really constructing it pretty fast. But as you know, I'm against of such an anthills. Because look, I used to show many times how they are projected the whole Soviet districts, where was not too tall buildings, the parks, squares, and polyclinics, and all this stuff. Here you see they just construct a frigging residential buildings and hills, almost no parkings, and that's it. That's what I don't really like. And look, here all the time the problem with parking. But an urbanist forecasts that an era of such a development will over soon. Russia just have to go through this. In like 5-10 years will come the time and we will go through this kind of developments. Because people after living here, they already wants to move and grows up and ask for more comfortable residential blocks, and people are ready to pay for this. So this is considered like a budget housing, because look, they are getting like a piece of land, constructing 25-30-storied buildings, and they have a chance to sell them really cheap. And sometimes even like, there's even such a mortgage programs when you don't even have to pay, you just confirm your revenue, that you're just getting the statement from your job. They they prove that you work there for already a long time, that you're getting this amount of salary. And like your initial payment can be zero, can be nothing. So sometimes people are getting such an apartments like with a zero rubles initial payment. But in the same time, here grows an amount of people who, for example, look, they are buying such a cheap apartments, well, relatively cheap apartments, but they keep living, they keep working, they keep making money, they saving up money, and they see that actually they can move to a way better neighborhoods, and they are moving to a way better neighborhoods. And so on a change of such a housing, anthill housing comes more quality real estate blocks. And of course, it's maybe not that big in the provincial cities like Oufa, but it's big it's big in Moscow region, St. Petersburg, Leningrad region, big time. Ой, блядь, mosquitoes. Frigging mosquitoes. Big time. Whoa. You have no idea how many mosquitoes now. Damn. That's because river close. River and forest, By the way, another hospital here. But look at this. What an anthill. Wow. And in the moment when the developer constructs such a huge anthill, they are absolutely not constructing any infrastructure for this. But this is the stage Russia have to go through. And such a process we already can see in especially in Moscow region, St. Petersburg, Kazan, Ekaterina. There's another anthill. You see this orange one especially. Wow, mosquitoes. If you only would see what a mosquitoes.
хочу, знаешь, такой хвост, как у лошади, которая так
She wants a tail, like a horse tail.
хвостом
Yeah,
комаров.
to get the mosquitoes out.
Что, мы идем в третьей твоей школе?
Okay, we are going to my third school. If you remember, I was kicked off from 2
Там,
schools,
кстати, учится мой сын сейчас.
and now they're studying her son. The school 128 number. Damn, mosquitoes.
Мой квартал.
By the way, this is also the block where Katya lives. And she also lives in a kind of anthill on the 13th floor. Ты же на 13-м, да?
Да.
And at the hospital, it's for those who has troubles with dermatology.
Кстати, это новое граффити. Оно появилось вот недавно.
It's a new graffiti, street art.
Типа коронавирус там.
Mm-hmm. Yes, blood-sucking insects. Moths.
Мак видел своего друга.
Oh, Max's friend.
Он не знает. Мы сейчас
He
гуляем.
knows the dog because this is already the neighborhoods of Ekaterina. And actually, you know, this block at first was founded as a so-called military town. Look, it used to be the outskirts, like outskirt of the city. Here was nothing. So right on the skirt, in the outskirts of the city, they are constructed a huge military unit, army units, and they bring many military people from other regions of Russia here, and they were needs. They were needs a place to live. So they are constructed those cheap buildings, fast to construct. Now you will see. But now here's already grown up a kind of new block, which is like maybe 5-7 years old. Here wasn't any buildings yet. 7 years here was nothing. There was just a field, but there was those 1990s, the end of 1980s buildings, residential buildings, just for military families, the families of military officers. Военный городок, military town.
Я помню, что когда я устраивалась работать в
Сейчас,
детский лагерь,
секунду. And here they also organized such a garage block. See, such a so-called capital garages. I mean, like the garages where with the heating, with the electricity, such a solid garages. So, continue.
Мне надо было пройти медосмотр в этом кожном.
Okay.
Я ехала сюда, это словно вообще конец города. Я
Look,
ехала, здесь ничего не
look,
было, это 16
when-
лет назад было.
look, 16 years ago, when she wanted to go to work in a campus, like a children campus, she was sent here for a medical check. Just because if you're gonna work with the kids, you need to get a statement from doctor, and she was sent in this hospital to go through medical check here. And when she went here, she felt like she going to like a shit hole. Like where I go? This is like a very the very end of this city. No shops, not many houses. Oh, hi, my classmate. Все шикарно. Я приехал из Петербурга ненадолго. Я делаю лайв. My classmate, my ex-classmate. And by the way, it was not just military units, but it was also the helicopter college. Here the guys studied to fly on the helicopters. You see? Now there is still a unit, but that is not the military unit anymore. That's the police unit. But still, many of those military families who moved here, again, these apartments were given for free by the Ministry of Defense of Russia to the military families, to the guys who served. So all the families originally here, it's a military families. And I remember here even was the gates, and here was the control post. Well, you was able to get in here like as a pedestrian, okay? But in order for you to go through the gates here on a car, you had to have a permission. So you see such a panel, fast to construct buildings for military families. In order pretty fast to develop the housing, the place to live for the families.
Здесь я покупаю еду для кошки, для собак.
Now here is the stores on the first floors. Should buy food for cat and dog here. And look, this is actually kind of far from where I live. And there's a school, but I had to study here because I was kicked off 2 schools, which is right next to where I live. So I was kicked off for a goofy behavior at school, extremely goofy behavior. So I was kicked off at first from one school, then from another school, and finally I had to study here. But that was great because the best friends, the biggest friends, and the most awesome people that I've met in my life was exactly at this school. Look, this is a kindergarten. They developed, look, again, even in a military town back then, here they constructed such buildings, residential buildings, kindergarten, and there's the school. Okay, this is my school, Vika. He called the dog Vika, like my daughter's name. Не, Mika.
Мика.
At first I've heard it like Vika, but it's Mika. It's Mika, like relax, take it easy, Mika. So this is my school. 128. And yeah, that's already the new block. We can say this is a new block even with how they are colored. They are now started at least to color the buildings in the bright colors like in St. Petersburg. And these are old buildings, more like just the brick buildings, panel buildings. It's Catherine the Great.
Мы сколько? Часа два уже гуляем, да?
У нас 2 часа 22 минуты. Считай, хорошо будешь спать. Я обычно хорошо сплю после этих лайвов. И, кстати, скидываю килограммы. Тоже это помогает очень. Потому что сам того не замечаешь. Так нормально. Прогуливаешься. Потом еще с удовольствием сплю. Такой, знаешь, сплю. Какой такой прихожу. And now this is the very end of the city of Oufa. One of those ends. Here is even nearby. There's the sign that Oufa with a crossed line. It's the end of the city. It's one of the edges of the city. So I'm actually the guy from the edge of provincial city of Russia. Yeah, now I'm living in St. Petersburg, but originally I'm just a mofo from the provincial edge of the city. This is my school. Что там? What's the stickers there?
Это фотографии выпускников.
Ah,
Из-за коронавируса же
it's
не
a
было,
photographs of those who finished, because there's no prom parties. They are prohibited this year. There is just a photographs of those who finished the school.
И вот делали такие своеобразные
Okay.
выпускные.
Well,
Смотри, это мы с тобой сейчас покажу. Вон там нагуляли с тобой. Почти 14 тысяч шагов. Это сегодня.
almost 14,000 steps.
10 километров.
Okay,
Обычно
10
у
kilometers.
меня есть 6,
But usually she walks 6.2 kilometers,
4,5.
4.5.
4,5.
But you know, 14. I can tell you that 14 still it's nothing compared to
14
St. Petersburg.
тысяч у меня бывает обычно, если я еду гулять, ну, если я еду в Москву и там
14,000 1,400 she usually have when she goes to Moscow. But look, you know, in St. Petersburg, it's easy when you're making 20,000 or even 25,000 steps. So 14 it's still like joke. Why you left Oufa? It looks like a very nice city. Yes, it's a nice city, but come on, this is not St. Petersburg. And yeah, it's nice, but it's like, you know, it's like the living parents' house. You know, it's always warm, it's always nice there, but just comes the time when you need to move forwards. So this is some kind of my move forwards. And St. Petersburg is really the city for me because I like that culture, architecture, history, the music. She said Petersburg is beautiful. She's still under impression about how we walked there. Yeah, in October she was coming at the October 15th. She has a birthday, and for a birthday she did such a gift to herself. She came to visit me in St. Petersburg, and we were walking all days long. She came with Roman, her son. Let me remind you, she has 2 kids, 11 and almost 7 years old. Almost 5 years old. Yeah, almost 5 years old. but for the reason she's a yoga and yoga trainer and vegan, she is, however, 49 kilograms. Yeah, it's hard to stay. You all the time need to move. Yeah, the thing is just Max was pretty bored with us walking and talking. So it was boring for Max, but now he met a friend and he wants just to get his from this walk. And look, that's the sunsets Ekaterina talking about. Look, that's the sunset you were talking about. The thing is, when you're getting back, you're going by the road, like from there, and you see this. The sunset is right in the direction of your return home. Okay, let's go. Now let me to escort you to your place. I will escort you to your place, you know. Ты давай, you know, come to St. Petersburg to visit again. With a great pleasure, she said.
Возможно, я бы, наверное, даже приехала уже за весну, начало лета.
Maybe I would come already again at spring and in the beginning of summer, if not this COVID shit. But she never said shit. I added from myself. Now, in these days, I had to have a yoga tour in Sochi, in the south of Russia. But they booked everything, the hotel and all the stuff. Yet at winter time in Sochi, in the mountains, it's a special hotel for yoga tours. But everything screwed up. Yeah, unfortunately but fortunately you're here. Но к счастью ты здесь. То есть как к несчастью? Which is good as well. So today you have an unusual experience in your life, the one you never had before, like making the live stream while walking and like 250 people watching, you know? Whoa. Wow, Valeria Martinez, such a beautiful sunset. I'm hoping to visit Moscow and St. Petersburg next year. Of course you will visit, that's for sure. Sooner or later you will visit. Thank you, Valeria. I went to Sochi in February to ride a snowboard, she said. And for me, Sochi is such a great place because there and the snow in the mountains. But just as soon as you will, but just 1 hour, ride to the sea shore, and it's very warm. Yeah, so that's why they were making Winter Olympic Games in 2014 there, because yeah, it's like there and nice place for snow activities, as just for spending a warm time, just exploring the city for the visitors.
Потрясающе красивый город, конечно, классные трассы.
It's an amazing city, Sochi, she said. Such a beautiful mountains. Whoa, a huge dog. He's local, she said. Ты можешь идти тихонечко. Wow. And here is yet cat.
Мне кажется, она чувствует опасность.
She feels the danger. She's
На самом деле, ей
yeah.
никто не причинит вред.
Yeah, she's like, you know, she's like, imagine how she feeling. She see two dogs next to her from the left and from the right. How she had to feel. Да, давай.
Во дворике
Fruits, groceries, bakery. And look, here used to be, like 10 years ago, here used to be the most legendary nightclub, Chasha.
О,
It was an
чаша.
amazing club, but now look, they all turned this into the, I don't know, just trading rows. Damn. Yeah, Chasha. That was the legendary club. And even John Digweed was coming here. John Digweed from top 10 world DJs was coming here. Can you imagine? Like Sasha, John Digweed. Yeah.
По большому счету у нас была чаша, и потом был райс.
The Rise
В общем-то,
was awesome. Then Chasha turned into Rise Club, which was in a guest yard. And there was also so many great DJs coming. That was when I was making the TV show called Nightlife. Night News.
я даже скучаю по этим временам.
She missed those times
Танцевать.
when she had a chance to go to real underground club with a real quality music, not just like all those alco parties with pop mashups.
Нет таких у нас клубов.
Какой-то тебе баклан пишет, какой-то бык. Типа сиськи покажи. Ну бык, он и есть бык. Бычаром. Бычье. Ну, у нас, считай, вот здесь нету сейчас бычья в России в основном. Но осталось бычье, которое уехало.
Мне кажется, и у нас полно бычья.
Но удивительно, что...
Эти-
Не,
эти-
удивительно, что бык, уехав из России, все равно остался быком.
А, ничего удивительного.
Вообще бычара.
С чем не ехала, с тем и остался.
So this is your residential building. Where do you live? Это вот твой дом уже, да?
На 13-м этаже.
She lives on a 13th floor here. But you don't try to come because her sporty husband will kick your ass off. Because, you know, her husband is pretty sportish as well. Well, she is sporty. And her husband is sporty. Katyusha is a beautiful woman. Katya, yoga trainer.
Время карантина.
By the way, for a time of quarantine, she said,
Йога стала
yoga,
еще больше популярной.
yoga became even more popular. And
Очень много людей, которые не
many
занимаются
people
йогой,
who never was into yoga,
но были у меня в подписчиках,
but were
они никогда не
around
выражали желания
around their
заниматься йогой.
subscribers base, they never like wanted to do yoga,
Но
but
вот
but because
в
of
это время
but because of quarantine, in a time of quarantine,
многие стали заниматься,
they
и
started to practice it,
пишут
and
до сих пор, что это вот прям, ну, для них
still writes, send her messages that for them
это стало очень
it has
важно
became
для них.
pretty important for them.
Это возможность расслабиться,
It's a possibility to relax,
снизить стресс
to lower down the stress,
и вот, ну,
and,
как-то не тревожиться из-за того,
and,
что вообще происходит.
and never care too much about what happens in the
То
world.
есть мне дословно пишут, что для меня
So
йога стала
so they
спасением.
really like
Я вообще не понимаю,
literally writes her that yoga became like saved, became the rescue for them.
вот так, что йога стала популярной.
So yoga became even more popular, at least here, at least in her case, while pandemic
Знаешь,
and
наверное,
lockdown.
еще отчасти потому, что очень
Probably
многие
because many
стали на удаленной работе.
many people started to work remotely
Банковские
from home.
работники, офисные
Bank
работники.
workers, office workers.
Представляешь, они сидят целый день
Imagine they
дома,
are sitting all day long at home.
работают дома,
They are working.
никуда не выйти, ну, не погулять,
They
даже, да.
can't go out. They can't go for a walk.
Поэтому действительно для многих это стало очень
So,
классной возможностью.
but yoga practice at home
Тело держать в тонусе,
became a rescue for them to keep the body in
и
how to say
голову в
tonus,
порядке.
and also the heads in a good condition. Whoa, 2 super chats. Jeff Smith, Sergey, Katya, I have to run, but I hope you both have a great evening. Thank you for the great tour. Пока-пока. Пока, Jeff. Пока, Jeff. Thank you so much for a contribution. Thank you all who are contributed this live stream today. This is really important for my channel and actually for us, because if you enjoy this content, it's pretty important to keep contributing this, because it gives the power in all the ways, as from the points of view of how to say inspiration, as from the points of view of just getting the time for it. Dan McSweeney, another super chat from Dan McSweeney. Привет, Sergey and Katya. I am vegan. Katya is my spiritual sister. Namaste. От Ие доброй маме. Даме, доброй даме. Короче, он тоже веган. Ты его духовная сестра. Big time.
Намасте.
Namaste. Say yeah, boy. If you want to see some practice that Ekaterina making, you can check our older video. Like just search for Katya, yoga trainer or yoga coach, Real Russia. You will see the video that we filmed like 2-3 years ago. And that's when we went. I was helping her to make a video course for her students. How to say students? Как ты называешь, студенты твои или как? Yeah, like students, yeah, like her students. She was making the video guides, and there I filmed, and she can really make crazy things with her body, because her body is in a great shape, an absolutely great shape, because look, she practices all the time, and she eats vegan foods like a right food, what is considered as a healthy food, and so that's why she's a pretty fit and feeling well, and her physical body is in a great shape. Кстати, какая-то порода.
Это бивер.
What's the breed is this? Beaver?
Бивер.
Beaver.
Йорк-терьер.
York Terrier. Ой. Hi dog. Hi dog.
Макс.
Max. Hey, Max.
Макс очень добрый пес.
Max, very kind dog, she says. Pretty.
Порода совсем не агрессивная. Они
This breed is not
особенность.
aggressive at all.
Очень дружные.
That's their feature. They are very, very friendly, she said.
И, кстати, они еще не линяют.
And by the way, they are not,
Что у них такая
how to say,
шерсть.
they don't losing the skin. They have a special kind of skin. So you don't have to collect the hair, a part of skin out of them through the whole apartment. What a beautiful doggy. You've got a comment. What a beautiful doggy from Zaida Jorat. Nice breed. Kind like his owner. Он говорит, they don't shed hair. Yes, they don't shed hair. Probably that's how it sounds in English. They don't shed their fur. Они говорят, что такой же добрый, как хозяйка. Okay, so I guess I need to let Katya go because tomorrow she leaves. Ты уезжаешь завтра, да, уже?
Да, я закрою.
Tomorrow in the morning she goes into the
У меня будет
tour,
дневный
2 days tour, yoga tour
Мурадымовская уже.
to Muradыmovское ущелье. I'm not sure how to say this in English.
Часа от Уфы.
It's 4 hours ride from Oufa to the beautiful nature of the Republic of Bashkortostan. It's awesome places on the nature to make yoga with your students. It's a tour. It's a yoga tour, 2 days yoga tour, where she had everything planned, and a transfer, and a place to stay, and breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Готовить еду.
We will cook the foods on a fire.
Будем подниматься в горы.
We will rise into the mountains.
Будем заниматься йогой. Это само собой.
We will, of course, practice yoga, of
У нас
course.
будет еще
There also will be
посещение пещеры.
visiting of the cave, to the cave.
Ночевать мы будем в
And
палатке.
we will stay in a, how to say, палатка, tent. So like a real wide tour. Well organized, but wild. То есть хорошо организованный такой дикий тур.
Да.
well organized but wild tour for yoga uh, practice. Practice. Okay, that's good. That's good. Fred Thorne, thank you very much. Safe trip. Фред Thorne отправил суперчат и сказал, что он желает, как сказать, безопасное путешествие.
Спасибо.
Ну, короче, так он написал. Это я вижу, что это такой прямой перевод из Гугла. Ну, короче,
Я поняла.
типа, счастливого пути, вот, счастливого пути. Я иногда, знаешь, сам, когда пытаюсь уже перевести что-то с английского на русский, сам туплю вообще. Хотя в принципе, если я изначально говорю, да, постоянно, то есть по-русски, тогда у меня все на место встает в голове. А когда начинаешь смешивать, у меня в голове смешивается, я по-русски начинаю как какой-то туркмен говорить. Понимаешь? Спасибо, Fred Thorne. Thank you too.
У меня летом вообще почти каждые выходные.
In the summertime, almost every weekend she goes out.
Очень редкие выходные.
It's pretty seldom that in the summertime on a weekend she is in the city.
Так как у нас очень красивая природа.
For the reason, дай мне твой телефон и в YouTube зайди. The guys are asking your link once again. I can't write from here because from the live stream mode I can't type the message. So I take your phone. Просто зайти и написать. Твой этот.
Тебе зайти?
Ну ты же уже в YouTube зашла мне?
Да.
Нет, вот все, я зашел. So it's Darvina.
Инстаграм показать?
It's Darvina Cat. It's Instagram, Darvina Cat. DARVINA lower dash KET. Take your phone. So can you see her Instagram?
Вот сюда мы поедем завтра.
Yeah, that's the photograph where they will go tomorrow. The beautiful nature of the Republic of Bashkortostan.
Вот это мы
Whoa, big time. That's Instagram of Catherine the Great. For me, she is a Catherine the Great. Может быть, какое-нибудь упражнение? У тебя есть наули?
О, нет.
Нету наули?
На улице у меня нет.
Ты же недавно что-то делала.
Ну, это в закрытом было аккаунте там.
А у меня, значит...
Я в сторис
Да.
выкладывала. Нет, в посте у меня нет такого. Во. Это в прошлые выходные мы ездили.
It's a last weekend.
Гумеровское ущелье. Тоже йога-тур был.
Another yoga tour.
Таких. Я искупалась в горной реке.
She was swimming in a mountain river.
Это наш был вегетарианский обед на
It's a
костре.
vegetarian lunch made on fire. А есть какое-нибудь видео, где ты там что-нибудь выделываешь? Выкомариваешь что-нибудь?
Сейчас. Ну, это ускоренное, правда, немножечко такое.
Ну, что-нибудь такое из ряда вон выходящее. Не
Нет,
такое
такого
обычное.
нет уж.
Ну, мостик какой-нибудь.
Какой-нибудь
Ты там
щас
делал
скажу.
какой-то мостик.
Ну, типа того.
That's what she can do with her body.
Вот, на голове.
Staying on her head.
Такого и все.
So you just subscribe her Instagram and you will see everything yourself, just in your phones, not just through my phone, filming her phone. It's just like a extra chain, absolutely unneeded chain. So you just subscribe, check the link, that I already sent to you. Okay, so now I guess I need to let you go. Я думаю, что сейчас мне надо тебе позволить идти.
Да, пойду. А ты?
Я тоже поеду домой. Okay, dudes, it's already like almost 11 p.m. Okay, давай. So I wanted to let her go, but she said that she actually can get me to my place. Okay, that's very nice of you. So we have another like maybe 7 minutes, because I'm actually, in terms of a car distance, but I hope you will find parking. Если найдешь паркинг после того, как вернешься. The main thing is to find parking. So, what you're driving these days? Toyota. Katya Uber. Yes, she's a German. Katya Uber. It's a Camry. It's the Camry on gas. You said it's on gas, which is twice cheaper than petrol.
Она и на бензине.
It's on as on petrol as on gas,
То
right?
есть, видишь, здесь можно переключать.
So you can switch it here, right?
То есть так она поедет на бензине.
Okay.
И это классно на трассе, когда надо обогнать.
And it's good on a highway when you need to bypass. Then petrol better. But gas, it's pretty comfortable in this city when you no need to speed too much. Katya is an incredibly chilled person. Говорят, что очень расслабленная. Yes, it's one of the things of yoga. It's one of the things of yoga that's relaxation, not only the physical practice, like the physical exercises. Что думаешь, мы можем тут включить?
Да, конечно.
Тебе не будет отсвечивать?
Нет.
Okay. The main thing it's not to reflect.
Сейчас, получается, мы проедем всю дорогу, которую шли пешком.
Oh yeah. Now we'll drive through like the whole roads we went by walk. Hope you guys really enjoyed this live stream. I'm trying to make these live streams different and interesting for you. Yesterday, when I was making live stream with my friend Igor, I realized that you guys, need watching the boys. You want to see the girls. So here is the girl, another girl for you, and it's a nice girl. It's not some kind of whore. So Liana and Katya, they are nice girls. They are family girls, the girls with kids. Both Liana and Katya has 2 kids, so they are pretty responsible, nice ladies, not just a freaking sluts. We were walking all this street today. And now getting back to where my parents lives. I now live in the apartment of my parents in a moment when my wife and my daughter are living in a place of her apartments, because it's just more comfortable, just because there is not that much room for us if we all together will live there. John Smith, thanks so much. If you loved this live stream, in the end of this video, please don't forget your super chats. If you loved it, stay away from monster-in-law. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, dude. Catherine, You are the star of today's live stream, for sure. You're pretty relaxed. Yoga. Кто там царапается?
Макс очень любит ездить в машине. Он с удовольствием
Oh,
запрыгивает в
by the way,
машину.
Max, she said Max loves to ride in a car very much.
Может, его укачивает, поэтому ему так классно. Вот то, что мы шли 2 часа, мы доехали.
Okay.
буквально.
So what we were walking during 2 hours, we rode in a car for only like 3 minutes. Привет от моей мамки, от бати. В гости захаживай обязательно. So here we are.
Приехали.
Все шикарно, Александра. Все шикарно. Ну что же, once again, thank you for watching. Ну, ты можешь сказать чувакам тоже там, thank you for watching. Sincerely yours, Catherine.
Типа, спасибо, что были с нами.
Да, спасибо за просмотр.
Спасибо. Да. С вами было прикольно.
It was cool with you. Попробуй сказать, смотри, скажи thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Ага. It was cool with you.
It
It was
was
cool
cool
with
with you
guys. Dudes. Скажи dudes.
guys.
Скажи dudes.
Dudes.
Скажи you all are
You all are
frigging. Скажи frigging
friggin'
dudes.
dudes.
Да. Еще раз. You all are.
Что я говорю?
Вы все классные
А.
ребята. You
Это
all
точно.
are frigging dudes.
You
You all are. You all are frigging dudes. You all are.
you all
Are.
you all are
Are frigging
friggin'
dudes.
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 Oh, you have to say like this. Dudes.
Dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Because just dudes, it's not okay. It must be dudes. Dudes. Скажи big time.
Big time.
Нет, опять же так смотри. Big time.
Big time.
Скажи you're dudes big time.
You dudes. Big time.
Да. So thank you for watching. Скажи bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching.
Bye
Bye
for
for
now.
now.
See you.
See you.
И dudes.
И,
Dudes.
dudes.
Okay, so have a safe trip home. Желаю счастливого пути до дома. Давай аккуратненько.
Спасибо.
Все. Thank you for participating in this live stream with me. And also here is some messages. Super chats from Logi Beats. Thank you too. CH, Sergey enjoyed your live stream, and Valeria Martinez, thank you. So I owe a great dinner. I owe a great dinner to you. Я должен тебе отличный вегетарианский dinner, ужин. Да. Okay, but next time. But I owe you a nice dinner.
Мы можем как-нибудь сходить в вегетарианское заведение.
Yeah,
в Уфе.
she said we can go to a vegetarian place here in
Есть
Oufa
стейк из баклажана,
and
тыквы.
to eat a nice steak, vegetarian steak. Okay, but of course I'm your over. I owe you a nice vegetarian dinner. Я должен тебе вегетарианский ужин. Окей, спасибо. Давай, пока. Пока, Макс. Макс. Макс.
Макс спит.
Okay, he's sleeping.
10 тысяч шагов.
Okay, 10, не 10, 14,000 steps.
Точно, 14 было, да.
Yes, okay. Okay, bye.
Его маленьких шажков там было...
Oh yeah, and his little steps maybe like twice more. Yeah. So maybe 28,000 steps. Okay. Okay, bye. It was awesome to see you. Dudes, thank you for watching. Dudes, thank you for watching. Big time. Big time. Hope you really enjoyed. That was the real insight into my motherland. This is my real motherland. My neighborhoods in the outskirts of the city of Oufa. So now you know like almost everything about me. It's really good to see that this live stream attracted so many viewers. It was really like, yeah, it's nice to see such a, such an attention from you. Thank you for watching, and of course thanks for contribution. And yeah, I owe a great vegetarian dinner to Katya, and this can be the great reason for another live stream with Katya. I see you loved her. Yesterday I was filming with Igor, with a friend of mine, the boy, but you became not interested in him. So, girls, Katya, Liana. We love girls. Waiting for an elevator. Yes, Belarusian lift, and it's cool lift because LTE works here inside. Usually all the elevators, like, they block all the connection, but here it's okay. Okay, dudes, bye for now. See you next time, dudes and dudettes.